Welcome to another quick lesson on chords on the 7-string guitar. You can see the morning light is shining in on me, so the light's a little weird. It's a weird morning. I got up too early, and I have a couple hours before I have to go in and teach. This is Saturday. Anyways, so the last video was done on the major 7 chord, a major 7 chord, not necessarily the major 7 chord, but a particular way that you can play the major 7 chord on 7-string guitar. Quick review, I tune it to a B. There you go. So for those of you who are tuning to an A, you can move along. But this is for people who use what is becoming known as standard tuning for 7-string guitar. And then people have other tunings, and the jazz tuning is the one with the low A. I don't do that one. Okay, so I'm going to switch back to the camera so we don't have this crazy shadow here. Or will we have this shadow here? I might have to do something about that light, but hopefully you can see what I'm doing here. Yeah, there's still a shadow there. Let's see now how I can fix that. What is that? Oh, it's coming from this rod here. All right. Well, hopefully this doesn't mess it up. Like I say, I'm trying to have more content by not getting involved in editing and splicing and things like that. So I'm just having a two camera through some software, recording it, blah blah blah. Okay. So I'm gonna play here at in the third position, so you have a better idea. I'm gonna take this old standby, in this case D7. The root we normally play is right here, an octave down and 2 strings away is our low A, D on the B string. So instead of playing this, you can play this. Not a huge difference, but in terms of keeping the lower, a nice low note on the bottom, if I'm playing blues and A, it's really nice. But like I say, the actual sound of the chord versus this, not a huge difference, right? But having said that, we're all playing it on 7-string. Okay, so having said that, whatever we can do reasonably to this 7th chord, the 7th flat 9, sharp 9, sharp 4. Well, it's going to kind of diminish, but anyways, all those sorts of things can be done. Not too difficult to do, playing with the 7th on the bottom. It's not, I wouldn't say easier, because it just doesn't work out that way, but it does work out. Okay, so we have our D7. I would immediately take this finger down and put it over here. So then you have the 5th here on the bottom, and then you have another 7th here, which will come in handy later. And this is one of those few chords on 7-string in jazz that you can actually strum a lot. You just can't play this top note because it's the G and it sounds terrible. But to go, but basically all of the lower 6 strings on the 7-string guitar are up for grabs. So there's your D7 in this position, where obviously wherever you move it, C7, E7, F7. Won't go into that. That's pretty basic stuff. Yeah. All right. So anything you can do. So for instance, now that we know there's a 3rd that's already here, sorry, the 7th is already here, we might want to take that finger off, but we don't have to. So the first thing I'm going to do is actually get rid of, I'm going to change the 3rd out for the flat 9. Now you don't have a 3rd anymore, but there's not a lot of major chords with a flat 9 in it. So if you were playing a tune like, I guess out of nowhere, I remember where that shows up. There, so you could play the E7 for sure, and then kind of pump in on that flat 9. So it's a pretty common thing to do. So there's the flat 9. What really works nicely is the a sharp 9 because you can play the root, the third, the 7, and the flat 9 very nicely like this. Right? There you have the flat 9. Of course, I'm burying the lead because I can do this. So here I have the root, the third, the 7, the 9, and the 5th. You can do this and have the 9, sharp 5 or flat 6. Right, it's not quite as easy to do. There's a few other things you can do, and they are incomplete. But in the process of playing a chord and playing playing these chords with another person, you can imply things. So, for instance, if I keep my finger right, so there I am with my playing a D7. I got that nice F sharp. So I got a D, flat 7, F sharp, and here I can have the flat 9. I can also have the sharp 5. Right. So there's a bunch of notes that are available to us. The Dama 7 chord is a little bit more difficult because there's a lot more permutations, and you know, if you're looking at charts and you see sharp 9, flat 5, flat 9, sharp 5, and all kinds of things, you're going to have to deal with those, I think, in the way that you normally do, right? Which is, given the fact that we only have 4 fingers, and in this case 7 strings, it gets hard to play those actual stacked chords that might be better served on the piano. But having said that, you can play the D7, a D9, play a sharp 9, easy. Flat 9's a little, actually it's not that big a deal. I don't usually play it like this, but there you have your third, your 7, and your flat 9. Play the sharp 9. I don't usually grab them that way, but if you want to, you can. All right. All right. So if you have any questions, you put them in the comments. You can send me an email, smoke signals, semaphore, whatever you need. All right. Until next time.